All right, so welcome back everyone to the Back 40 Firewood channel. I'm up here at my neighbor's and we've got a bit of a precarious situation here. Earlier this week, a tree fell across his driveway and I came up here and he was on his way. He was actually leaving for the day and I came up here and cut it up so he could get out. That tree was right here, and then there's another one I'll show you here in a second. I noticed another tree that was heavy leaning over this driveway. And I figured before I started making too many trips in and out of here, working on the woods back there, I need to take care of this tree because I don't want to have to always remember to be checking and looking up when I'm coming in and out of the driveway. So let me show you the tree and then I'll show you what my plan of attack is. So this was the first tree that came down, and it went down right across his driveway right there. And then a little bit down the hill, a little further down the hill right there is another one that's hanging out over the driveway. Really bad. There's actually two of them here, right here, these two. They are both leaning over, and I think they're pretty much hung up. I can see that one right there is hung up in that pine tree, and also on this little tree right here. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook on to the base here, and then I'm just gonna run a rope and a chain back there, and I'm going to give this thing a pull. There's another shot of it. You can see that pine tree right there is taking quite a bit of weight and is bent over, so that's why I just don't think if I cut it off it's not going to fall down on its own. I'm going to have to pull it out either way. But there's the snarly mess, and like I said, this is right over the driveway right here. And if that thing gets any snow load on it at all, I think it's going to come down. So I'm just going to take care of it now so I don't have to worry about it each time I'm coming in here. The tree is out, down, or I guess the tree is down and out. Now, just gonna cut it up into pieces and haul it out of here. And then, when we get done with that one, and the other one that's hung up down there, we got this little guy right here, and then there's also this one right here. This one, actually there's two other ones down there. These I'm going to work from down the hill and just pull them down and then work on them down there. All right, so I did quick buzz through a whole bunch of this limb wood, and my plan with that is actually to burn it tonight. We're gonna have a little fire outside, so I figured this would be perfect for the fire pit. So now what I'm gonna do is, I looked over these two down here, and this one is he's nice and solid. And what I'm just gonna do is cut the top off where he's all snaggled up in there. That other one that's down there, he's too far gone. So I'm just gonna leave him. But this one, I am gonna pull him out of there. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna do before I head out of up here and haul that load home is I think I'm going to buzz off this root ball right here. There is still this one right here that is potentially hanging over. He's not really hanging over the driveway, but I could see where if it came down, it could end up down there. But I think with this one, what I'm gonna do is cut the stump or notch it a little bit. And then I think I'm gonna pull him that way from down below, and I'll pull him down the hill. So I think I'm gonna run the load that I got home, and I'll come back and I think we'll pull this one down. So here's the load that I'm taking home now. Got some wood on the back for the fire tonight and a load of logs on the front. All right, I'm back up here. I just notched him on the bottom there, just kind of cut through almost to the center on both sides. So he's still hanging on. I got the strap tied to him, and now I'm gonna give him a pull. I don't have my drawbar on the back, so I am just gonna pull it from the front, and that way I can also watch as it comes down a little easier. So I've got the strap hooked up. He's pretty much kind of cut through, ready to break off, and hopefully he'll just break off and go right down the hill there. And then we can clean him up. But he is hung up pretty good. And there it is, another one down. And now there's nothing left hanging over the driveway. All right, so now we're on to this one. And what I did is I cut the top off right there, but I left this thing, that big Y piece sitting there. And what I'm hoping is that when I pull this thing out, it's gonna ride right on top of that little crotch, and that'll kind of act as a guide to slide it so it misses all this underbrush here, and I can pull it out right there. So that's the plan on this one. I'm gonna pull that big log down and out. There's a little branch, I cut that off there, so it should slide right down and out of here. We shall see. So I think you guys got knocked over, but there it is. Got dragged out here in the open, so Now I'm gonna piece it up and haul it home. There's another, you can see that one, there's like 2 little tops right there. I think I'm gonna pull that out as well. All right, so what you just saw there, I pulled those 3 other little tops out. I brought them back as well. So there is everything from all the trees that were hung up over the driveway. The 2 that I pulled down, and then that other one that I pulled out from the hillside. There is everything brought home back to the wood yard. It's not a bad little pile of logs for a morning and part of the afternoon. All right, Woodhound, so now it's the end of the day. I've got a little fire going with all that limb wood that I brought home. Just figured it was, you know, it was right there. It was easy getting, easy picking, so why not bring it home for the fire tonight? But yeah, so it worked out pretty good to pull those trees down. Didn't have too much struggle with them. I was a little worried with that first one. I was a little worried about how he was gonna fall out of that tree, but it worked out all right. There's wood in the wood yard, and that's, at the end of the day, always a good thing. All right, so I think that'll do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you next time. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool.